Hi guys, it's Yasha, also known as F9. I just wanted to apologize for being like MIA. I know like recently I said that I wanted to do like my daily lights, Libra light readings for you guys, and like literally for the last couple of days it's just been non-drainage, like so much drainage, literally like mentally drained, physically drained. We're in pre-Mercury Retrograde. I believe Mercury in retrograde goes into effect on March 5th. And let me just say that the energies have been so dense, and what I'm starting to download is that a lot of people, I'm not the only one feeling this way. You guys are connected to me, so maybe you guys have been feeling like not depressed, but maybe a chronic feeling of lack, or like maybe feeling like you haven't done enough, or maybe feeling like all of your efforts have gone wasted. And I just wanted to make a video and maybe do a reading for the collective. This isn't just towards Libras. This isn't just towards one specific astrological sign. This is pretty much anyone who supports me that feels the need to watch this video. Thank you so much guys for supporting me. I'm so appreciative, and I literally do want to continue putting content out, but I had to catch up on so many readings this weekend, and I'm so blessed to have done that. But at the same time, with me having my own chaos going on and then tapping into everyone else's chaos, I've just been drained. So I've been uplifted within the last couple of hours, and I just feel the need to just do a reading for the collective to kind of get a preview of what we'll be dealing with in this next Mercury in retrograde. For you guys who don't know what Mercury in retrograde is, pretty much like Mercury literally going backwards, the planet. And to me personally, it goes deeper than just it being Mercury in retrograde. It's literally, I believe, with like, for example, my Mercury and my natal chart is in Libra. And I believe, I'm not quite sure which house Libra falls in with Mercury in my natal chart. I have to double check, but whatever your planet, whatever Mercury falls in with your astrological sign and what house it falls in your natal chart is usually what you're going to be going through. Like for example, I'm pretty sure Libra is in my 8th house. I'm not really sure, but if it's like in your 3rd house, for example, maybe you'll be dealing with chaos regarding your creative illusions and what you visualize for yourself in the future, kind of just like more of a mental headspace, chaotic energy going on with you with Mercury. Maybe you aren't able to see your goals as clearly as you want. Maybe you aren't able to see like what you want for yourself creatively or passionately about. So I would definitely look up where Mercury falls in your natal chart and actually what sign it falls under, so you can figure out like how your life is going to be affected. Usually it's a lot of bullshit that comes back from the past, like ex-lovers, family members that you don't mess with like that, or even like karmic situations. Like me, for example, it's my fear of losing money or not being able to be stable or be truly independent. That's one way that I see, that's one way that I felt in lack. Even if I am financially stable, I still always have that fear that comes up, like what if you don't make enough to, you know, get to where you want to be at this point in time in like a month. It's like that kind of energy. So I just wanted to do a reading because a lot of people today have been feeling this energy. Even in my little sister circle group, all of us have been feeling the same, like draining energy, not really being confident in ourselves the way that we want to be. So yeah, so I'm just gonna do a little reading for us and we're gonna go from there. One, like a little housekeeping, I do curse, I do use profanity. I start off with pulling 1 or 2 cards from each deck that I sport. So I use my Wisdom Oracle deck, my Goddess Oracle deck, and my Ostara Tarot deck. So I usually pull 3 to 4 cards to start and I go from there. And if Spirit wants me to pull more, I pull more. I do personal readings. My readings for clients are done every Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So if you decide that you want a personal reading from me, the donation I accept is at least $3.33. If you do decide to give me $3.33, just please keep in mind that your reading will not be as long as someone who donates $25 to me. All right. I truly love the donations. Like, don't get me wrong, but I just can't put as much energy and much storage space on my phone for someone that donates me exactly the amount. So do exactly what you feel like you want to do, but just keep that in mind. And please know that I like to save my energy, so I literally do readings on the weekends. And if you need a reading ASAP and you want to pay a rush fee, my rush fee is $50, then you can definitely do that as well. All right, so far we had 6 cards that pulled out for us for the Mercury retrograde energies. First card that we got is Yang energy in reversed. Yang energy in reverse symbolizes the fact that maybe we are working too hard. We're taking too much action in a situation that we should just really surrender to. This could be the feeling of lack, that we aren't doing, the feeling that we aren't doing enough, the feeling that we have to do more when in fact we actually need to surrender to God and just let the universe take its role in our lives. We could be feeling frustrated, we could be feeling stuck, we could be feeling mentally and physically exhausted. When Yang energy is in reversed, we could also be very aggressive, and you might even be like kind of like a dragon in the sense of kind of just putting flames to a situation that didn't need flames to begin with. So you could be a little spicy to people. In other words, like maybe going off on people that you don't mean to go off to, maybe saying shit that you shouldn't say. So just take note of this Yang in reverse energy. Like, take a chill pill, guys. Seriously. Yang is represented by the number 1. We need to fully focus on ourselves during this period of time when we're entering Mercury retrograde and throughout Mercury retrograde. Like, if you feel like you need to be selfish, I'm here to be as selfish as you possibly can, but don't be a douche about your selfishness. You know what I'm saying? Like, be selfish to where you know that you need to pretty much not expend your energy too much to shit that does not serve your purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, save your energy. Be conscious of where your energy is going. It's very important to be aware and fully conscious of where you're putting your energy to. Don't waste your energy. Like, if you have multiple outlets of making money, maybe Mercury in retrograde isn't the best time to focus on 5 things at once. Maybe you should focus on maybe 1 or 2 things. This way you won't put all of your energies in different baskets. You'll just be able to focus on those one energy at one time, or one thing at a time, and you'll be able to get things done in a timely manner. Be very patient with yourself. Be very loving and gentle with yourself at this time. It's truly needed. If you don't, otherwise you're just going to be grumpy and bitchy to everyone, and that isn't going to make your life any easier. Next, we got 5 of Cups in reverse. So a lot of us could also be dealing with love. Maybe we were disappointed in the past when it came to love. Maybe our emotions and our hearts were bruised from somebody. Could be somebody from the past, whether it's like a family member, a friend, an old lover, a lover that you have now. When 5 of Cups is upright, that means that something just didn't go the way that you expected it to go, and you might have just been bit by the snake. You might have been betrayed even, perhaps cheated on, someone stole from you, whatever. It broke your heart though. 5 of Cups is pretty much like all of your opportunities kind of just like fell over, and you're like left with one, but you aren't really grateful for that one that you have. You know what I'm saying? You kind of just see all the other bullshit that kind of just fell out of place for you. But with 5 of Cups being in reverse, we're getting out of that energy for this period of Mercury in retrograde. We're starting to possibly see the lessons that we need to learn. We're accepting of the lessons that we need to learn. We're not self-pitying ourselves anymore. We're saying, all right, well, it's time to get over this situation and move forward. You're realizing the cup that you do have, the golden cup. You can see he has this one golden cup left. You're kind of just like focusing on that one golden cup left. It's like, yeah, all the other cups spilled. You know what I'm saying? But at least I have this one cup here with me left. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that really matters. I'm being grateful for what I have in life now. It's not like God left me with nothing. God left me with this one outlet. Damn it, I'm going to use this one outlet to get out of this sticky situation or this sticky feeling. It's definitely a good energy to be in. Cups represent water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So you could be one of the three of these signs, or you could be dealing with these signs in the way that maybe they were the signs that caused you this disappointment and feeling of being left out in the first place. But we're definitely getting out of that energy. So that's a good energy to get out of. And the reason why we're getting out of this energy is because we're deciding that it's time to take spiritual matters into our own hands. I'm getting the sense that we're going to be playing the hermit, where we're just going to be closed off from the public, closed off from the people we usually hang around. And we're going to just prefer to be in our own space and focus on ourselves internally, spiritually, emotionally, and even physically. With this Nematona card, she's from our goddess deck. She represents a sacred space. Nematona's message to us is create an altar or visit a powerful place to connect with the divine. So maybe some of you have altars that y'all set up. I don't know how deep y'all are into spirituality, but like I don't have an altar. Do I want an altar one day? I don't know, but I'm not the altar type. I have my crystals throughout my home. You know, I don't need it all in one place, but I see my home as my sacred place. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really have people come to my home. So with that being said, like, you could just be to yourself in your room, but either way, you'll probably be practicing meditation, rituals. You probably will be into spiritual baths. You'll probably want to, you know, get into your arts if you're into arts and stuff like that, painting, whatever your hobbies are that you do by yourself, hiking, going to the mountains, whatever it is that you enjoy doing, you'll probably be more focused on that. And that's another form of self-love, realizing your self-worth. It's pretty much like you're during this time of Mercury retrograde, the best thing to do, honestly, is to stay to your damn self, because if you're out in this crazy world trying to get in where you fit in and be in the club or be in public, like, you're literally going to be drained to shreds. So Nematona definitely represents sacred space, getting connected with God like you've never done it before, and then having all of the downloads and spiritual enlightenment just flow over you, all the light just flow over you. This will help you learn your purpose if you're kind of lost right now. This will help you be more confident in what you want your career to be. This will take you pretty much places that you've never been before. You'll have a better, fresher outlook on life once you create your altar or create your sacred divine space with God in the universe. So definitely, if you have to light candles, I'm hearing light candles. With it being this bold, this cobalt blue, I'm feeling like we're going to be focusing on learning how to communicate better, not only with ourselves, but with people around us. So maybe communication will be something that you have to work on, and maybe sticking with yourself and learning yourself more will be better for you to learn how to communicate with others and let others know exactly what it is that you want from them or what you want in life. You know what I mean? And then we also have the colors of yellow and orange. That gives me sacral and the solar plexus chakra. So meditating will definitely strengthen our core, our sexuality, our worth, how we feel about ourselves, our love for others, you know what I'm saying, our happiness. It'll strengthen our emotions. It'll help us self-master our emotions. And then we have a little green here, which represents, to me, the heart chakra. We'll be more open. I just saw something green. We'll be more in tune with our heart chakra, so we'll learn how to love ourselves more, how to learn and love other people more, how to understand why we're going through the situations that we're going through. We'll be better. We'll learn how to forgive others for doing us wrong, especially the people that put us one time in this damn Five of Cups energy. That's what will help us get over it and succumb it. You know what I'm saying? Next card that we got is Abundantia. She is the goddess of prosperity. I love when Abundantia comes through, because this definitely means that money and abundance in whatever form it may will come through no matter what. You'll start seeing when Abundantia is around, I'll know she's around just because I'll see random coins in random places. And even when I see pennies and coins, I pick them up, because it's like, if I don't appreciate the pennies and the coins that I see, and y'all might think I'm weird, I don't care. It's just my perspective on in life, if I don't appreciate the little coins that I see on the floor and be grateful for it, how can I get to find $100 bill on the floor? You know what I'm saying? It's like, how can people say, oh, luck would be if I find a $100 bill on the floor, but you don't even appreciate when you see pennies and quarters on the floor. It's that type of energy. So Abundantia's message to us is the universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. With it being pink, it gives me the sense of kind of like a divine feminine energy, being very receptive, not being so much in your yang energy, being like to the point where you knock yourself out of the universe by being stressed out and drained, but being open and receptive to opportunities. Opportunities such as a new job, opportunities such as like free shit, like maybe you got a free, I don't know, I'm hearing like for some of y'all a gym membership. You know what I'm saying? That is abundance, that is prosperity, that is being more steps ahead of the game than you were before. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily have to be monetary funds. That's abundance. Abundance can be anything. It could be like an abundance of food. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't have money for groceries, but somehow you have a friend that like has crazy amounts of groceries in her fucking kitchen and she's just like, I have to get rid of this stuff, you can have it. You know, that's abundance. Be grateful for any type of abundance and opportunities that come your way, and without a doubt, God will bless you with more. So I feel like I'm getting the sense that this Mercury in retrograde is to teach us about showing gratitude and being grateful for the shit that we have, not stressing ourselves about living in lack, you know, not being depressed about the things that we don't have, being grateful for what we have. And then once, like, I've been hearing that something dope is going to happen in March for the collective, and I truly feel like Mercury in retrograde has a lot to do with that. It's like fresher opportunities is arriving for us in March, but I also feel like we have to clear these old ways of thinking and living in lack and thinking in lack and having a poverty-stricken mind, and live more so in a loving state and living in love rather than survival in order to accomplish more, to receive more abundance and success and opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So just me telling you guys this information is uplifting my spirit, and I pray that it's uplifting you guys too, because I felt so upset when I could not do my regular reading this morning, because I'm like, damn, like there's so many people that like email me, hit me up like, I wait for you to just do more videos, and I'm like, yo, I'm drained, like I literally can't, I just want to stay in bed, you know what I'm saying? And I woke up and I felt upset and depressed, and I had to remember, like, all of these energies, number one, aren't my own, and it turned out that everyone that I know is feeling a little down, and it's just the way of Mercury in retrograde coming next week. You know, it's the pre-dawn pretty much before that shit, and it's just a preview, and I just wanted to put out some type of video to like assure you guys that y'all aren't tripping. Like, if you feel down, it's just a phase. Like, I mean, the way to get through it, through the actual Mercury in retrograde, is to be aware and conscious of this too will pass. Like, this is why this is possibly occurring. This is why I feel this way. And it's only to help me self-master my emotions, to help me self-master my way of thinking, to think in a more positive form, to not let fear, you know, overcome and shadow my life, because fear is fucking nothing. Like, how can you fear something that hasn't happened already? You know what I mean? And that's just really what I wanted to come in and tell you guys. I got one last card for us though, and it's Ishtar. I love Ishtar. She's a badass. Ishtar is the goddess of pretty much boundaries. Like, she knows when to say no. Her message to us is love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. This being the last card that I pulled is the fucking rock bottom of it all, like the foundation of it all. Like, we have to know our boundaries. Like, we cannot feel sorry for other people, but we can also not self-pity ourselves. Have boundaries for yourself and have boundaries for others around you. Do not expend your energy to things that no longer serve your purpose. Don't waste your energy and time trying to make other people happy. Like, if you need your alone time, you need your alone time, and you deserve your alone time. If you want to stay in your sacred space surrounded by candles and crystals and Netflix, like, do that shit. Like, don't let anyone tell you that you aren't doing anything. The best way to move forward is to take a few steps back, and I don't see anything wrong with that. If you feel like your career isn't going anywhere, Like, you can't make your career happen overnight if you're just stressing. Like, take time out to meditate, to pray to God, to ask God and spirit guides for a way and messages to get you to the next level. Have your boundaries with yourself. Like, don't be too harsh on yourself. Let that be a boundary. I'm not going to be so harsh on myself today. If you feel like a boundary that you have is procrastination, set up that boundary. Like, I'm not going to procrastinate anymore. If I told myself I'm going to get up 6:30 every morning to go jogging, to go painting, to go hiking, to do a fucking YouTube video, do it. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like your best friend is depending on you too much, if you feel like your lover or your family member is being too codependent or depending on you way too much, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that shit. Like set up boundaries, because that's the only way you're going to get through Mercury in retrograde is with boundaries. And I truly feel like this being the last card is like the cherry on top of the fucking cupcake. Like, Ishtar is a warrior. She does not have time for bullshit. You know what I'm saying? She's not afraid to say no. She understands her worth. She understands how time works. You know what I'm saying? She's good with time management. You know what I'm saying? And she's ready for war. She's ready for combat. She's ready to tackle down anything that tries to take her off her path. And I encourage all of you guys to have that same energy. You know what I'm saying? So that's something just short that I wanted to do. I felt the need to do this video tonight. Hopefully it helps a great majority of you guys. It uplifted my spirits a bit, even just doing this reading, because, you know, I'm a part of y'all as well. Like, this affects me greatly. Like I said, I woke up this morning and I was not myself. And my sisterhood group, they were not feeling it either. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna do a fucking reading on this shit tonight. So I love all of you guys. And if you guys want a personal reading, definitely hit me up. Like I said, my minimum is $3.33. Please do not donate less than $10 and expect me to answer like 500 questions in one reading. You know, like I said, the more that you give me, the longer the time is for, you know, the reading. And I have to do that at this point because I owe it to myself. I can't continue making long ass videos. You know, the energy is just not equal. And I appreciate all the money that I give, but it has to be equal. So I love all you guys, and until next time.